Boats submerged, major roads closed. Disruption due to flash floods in the region continues for a second day. There's been major disruption across parts of the region for a second day after flooding caused by heavy rain and thunderstorms. The River Nene in Northampton burst its banks this morning, meaning people had to be rescued from boats. A section of the A421 in Bedfordshire is still closed, and there have also been road closures in Milton Keynes. The water is receding, but several flood warnings remain in place. Kate Bradbrook reports.
This was the view boat owners on the Nene in Northampton woke up to this morning. The river had burst its banks. 3 occupants were rescued by the fire service, including Sapphire and Lee, who had just spent their first night on their new boat.
I was panicking a little bit, even though I didn't really let it on. But once I was in the raft, I was all right after that. I just literally got my bag, got my coat, just went straight into the raft. I'm over the moon that they were able to act when they were.
They're hoping to be back on board soon. Meanwhile, others along this stretch were fully submerged. Ian, who also lives on his boat, has spent the day reinforcing his mooring.
I've got a direct threat to my house and my home. So what I've done is I put posts in on the side of the water, at the water bank's edge. So when the water recedes, my boat stays riverside rather than bankside and gets caught. If my boat gets caught, it will list and tip, and then water will come in and my boat will be sunk.
Elsewhere in Northamptonshire, floodwater continues to cause disruption. This was the scene at the Cookno Mill Holiday Park and at the White Mills Marina. Here in Marston Mortain in Bedfordshire, the A421 remains closed for a second day due to flooding. Believe it or not, there are still 3 abandoned cars submerged under the water here. Behind me, efforts are being made by National Highways to pump out the water. But as you can imagine, it's going to be a huge job, and no timeline has yet been given for this road to reopen. Nearby, this road running parallel to the A421 is also closed. It's become a temporary home for sheep after this small holding was flooded on Sunday.
We had horses. If you can see behind, you can see the stables behind. The horses were in the stables, and it was gradually getting deeper and deeper. And we have little minis. One's part Falabella, and they had to swim out. They couldn't walk through it. And the local people were absolutely amazing. You would not believe how many people turned up to help, and they all helped to carry the animals to safety, and we saved every single one.
With more rain forecast for later in the week, all those affected can do is watch and wait. Kate Bradbrook, BBC Look East.